What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about: movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. If it's geeky, if it's nerdy, this is where I like to talk about it. And right now, I'd like to talk about last night's Wandavision trailer. Wandavision coming to Disney Plus. Hopefully this year. We think probably yes. So I'm going to talk about the trailer, and then I'm going to talk about WandaVision a little bit. As far as the trailer goes, it was a really good trailer. You know, it opened up with a smaller aspect ratio with the little TV, and it kind of introduced the idea that Wanda and the Vision are kind of living in this sitcom world. And then as things start to kind of spiral out a little bit, it widens, and the color comes, and then we kind of see what's really happening. And we see them kind of flash through various sitcoms. We see Catherine Hahn, who keeps showing up as, I think she was described as by somebody as being the quirky best friend, but she keeps showing up in all of these scenarios. And I think that what we're going to find out is that she's an antagonist of some sort. I'm not basing this on anything other than gut. My gut's telling me that she's an antagonist of some sort. But what was really interesting was when they started getting into some more plot points, like when Vision had to wake up Catherine Hahn, and she says, "Am I dead?" And he said, "No, why would you say that?" And she says, "Because you are." And then at that point we see, later in the trailer, we actually see him fly up and survey what's going on. He starts to realize that something is amiss, that this is not how things are supposed to be. And then at one point we see, I'm like 99.9% sure, I'm going to sneeze. I'm like 99.9% sure that it's Monica Rambeau, who at one point gets Wanda, like, force projects her through the air, and then it looks like she goes through like a dome or a wall of some sort, and looks like there's federal agents or law enforcement or something like that outside the dome. This is leading me to believe that Wanda... You see, initially I always thought that WandaVision was going to be in Wanda's head. Like maybe she was in a coma somewhere, or maybe she had put herself, using her powers into like a mental state where she's just checked out. Initially I thought that it was all in her head. That this whole thing was going to be happening in her head. And now I think that it's not. Based on this trailer, based on that instance with Monica Rambeau, I think that it looks like it's going to be manipulation of some sort. Like they've literally created, maybe put a dome over a town, or created some sort of barrier to where people can't leave this town, or maybe people can leave the town except for a few chosen ones. I don't know. But it really seems like it's going to be something that's really there as opposed to on her head. And how this is going to look with her forcing people into this situation, or completely blocking off a town, or whatever the scenario is with a barrier or whatever it might be, does that put Wanda into this antagonist position as well? It's going to be really interesting to see the way this plays out. But what I'm really excited about is the fact that they're doing something different in the MCU. The one thing that and I love MCU movies. I love them. But the one thing that I've been critical about is that there's an MCU formula. And they all kind of feel the same. Even the ones that are really different, like Thor Ragnarok or Guardians of the Galaxy, they still kind of feel the same. And this feels different. This feels different. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to bring some innovation into the MCU. And I think that long-form storytelling, like a TV show, is the place where they can really get creative with the MCU characters. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it has a neat feel to it. I think it feels funny. I think it looks intriguing, and I really think that it really looks like they didn't spare any expenses as far as making it feel cinematic. So that's cool. I love the Halloween scenes where Vision is in his comic accurate costume and Wanda's in her comic accurate costume. It all looks like it's a lot of fun, a little tongue-in-cheek, and it looks like it's going to be very entertaining. When are we going to get this, though? It didn't have a date. It did not have a date attached. This is my theory. So The Mandalorian Season 2 starts October 30th. If it runs 8 episodes, and I think it's going to run 8 episodes, if Mandalorian Season 2 runs 8 episodes, it will finish the Friday before Christmas. My theory is Wandavision is going to be a Christmas Day premiere. I could be completely wrong on this, but I feel like it's going to be a Christmas Day premiere. Mando will run from October 30th to the Friday before Christmas, and then Christmas Day, which happens to be a Friday, we'll see WandaVision premiere. It all lines up, so that's kind of what I think we're going to see happen. By the way, guys, whether it premieres, in November or early December or middle December or Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, I don't care. As long as we get this, it's about darn time we get a new entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's been too long. We got spoiled there for a while. We got spoiled there by having 2, 3, 4 movies in the span of a 12-month period, and we got spoiled. And it's been, gosh, has it been almost a year? It has been a year, hasn't it, since we've had a Marvel Cinematic entry? Wow. It's time. It's time to get an entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. WandaVision's going to do that, and I think Christmas Day is when we're going to see it. Guys, I love this trailer. I thought it was great. And now, the poster was great, by the way. I'm going to put the poster up here. It was great, by the way. But I'm kind of hoping that they don't go overboard with promotion of this. We kind of got a taste of it. I think they're going to probably release one more trailer a little bit closer to release with the release date on it that's going to show us some new stuff. But I really hope they don't go overboard with this, because I know they're going to want to really push the idea that they're finally having a MCU release, because Disney Plus has been out for almost a year now and they still haven't had an MCU release. So I think they're going to want to really be pushing that, and I hope that they can push that without just giving away the whole thing. I don't think they will. I think they're smart enough not to do that. But guys, what did you think of the trailer? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for being right here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.